The Atlanta Falcons, back at home after a couple weeks out west, welcome the Cleveland Browns, who have 3-1 in their sights and a quarterback who doesn't think he's anyone's backup.
Brissett not only picks up one, a lot more as well.
This is what I love about this guy. Look at him. He's taking ownership of this team.
Atlanta's secondary gets a confident, dare I say it, cocky Jacoby this week. Brissett was sharp in week 3. 2 TDs, no picks, rating close to 110.
First and goal, Brissett in the pocket, fires, caught, touchdown.
Him, Koopaloop, and his funny green hat, I don't know if he has one of those, but they enter this contest with a solid grade in chemistry. Amari Cooper had a few drops in week 3, still finished with 101 yards and a touchdown.
Fired over the middle, caught, touchdown, Amari Cooper.
Cue up Cooper versus A.J. Terrell. Terrell started the season rough, bounced back last week. 11 targets, only allowed 5 receptions, 3 passes defense.
But he gets his head around and understands where he is on the field and the timing and when that ball is going to be arriving. You see he elevates right there, knocks that thing away.
Falcons pass D as a whole, not quite as good. 325 yards allowed to Geno Smith, rating allowed of 99.2, 2 TDs allowed.
You want to see some accuracy? You want to see some throwing with anticipation? I got you right here, my friend.
They did limit Noah Fant. Smith threw to the tight end 4 times. He caught all 4, but for just 27 yards. Their play against the position relevant because this week they get David Njoku. He and Cooper accounted for 21 of the 31 passes Brissett threw. Brown's passing attack had a 21 pilots, black keys, white stripes kind of vibe.
Did a good job there of finding Njoku there for, again, positive yards on 1st and 10.
Falcons defense also has to deal with Nick Chubb. Looked great again last week, 4.9 a pop, 113 yards.
And it is tough ask on these defensive backs, anybody, to come up and try to bring down Chubb.
Atlanta also will get a scoop of Kareem Hunt. Hasn't been as efficient, but man, he was making tacklers pay the price for bringing him down.
And there's the vision. Put his foot in the ground, got vertical, and picked up the first down.
Falcons just gave up 4.9 a run to Seattle ball carriers, too.
Penny has it. Crossing midfield for a first down, Seahawks.
Stopping the run game will be important to Cleveland's defense as well. Cordarrelle Patterson has 2 100-yard rush games in 3 weeks. Last week, 141 yards, 8.3 a run. Underrated.
We know about the way that Cordarrelle Patterson is a great kick returner, tied for the all-time lead with 8 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Looked like a kickoff return kind of speed right there.
He will be up against a Browns front that suffocated Pittsburgh's rush attack, held Najee Harris to 3.7 a run.
On the 25-yard line on first down.
See if the Steelers can get things going here.
The Browns won't have Anthony Walker at middle linebacker this week, or this year for that matter. Injuries suck. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah also left last week's game with a quad injury, so they may be susceptible at linebacker. Browns secondary Marcus Mariota faces handled Mitch Trubisky without a problem for the most part, held him to a rating in the low 80s, no touchdowns, just 6.5 yards per attempt. Shut him and the offense down on 3rd down too. Only allowed 1 conversion on 9 tries. 9 tries.
Deep drive, steps up, fires, nothing there.
Mariota only threw 20 times in week 3, made the most of them. 11.5 yards per attempt, 99.8 rating.
Drake London is in for the touchdown.
He finally found Kyle Pitts on the field. 5 catches, 87 yards.
For all the Falcon fans who said, hey, we got to get the ball to Kyle Pitts, our Pro Bowl tight end.
Browns faced Pat Freiermuth at tight end last week. Only 2 receptions on 4 targets. Both were pretty long, though.
First down, fires into traffic, and a great catch is made. First of the night by the tight end Freiermuth.
Marcus is a big Drake fan. London's nice start is 3 weeks old now.
Drake London is in for the touchdown.
Mariota will have to be aware of how fast Myles Garrett is closing in. No sacks in week 3, which makes him more dangerous this week. 3 for the year, and even if he doesn't plant any QBs, he's always in the garden.
And Flacco is lit up. It's guess who? Myles Garrett.
We'll be waiting to see if he gets his partner back. Jadeveon Clowney didn't play last week. One of our score pickers, Eric Edholm, picked the Browns-Steelers score perfectly until I texted him and said as much, and then the Browns scored that fluke TD at the buzzer. Hey coach, 2 outs and it's the 9th. You know Scott has a perfect game going, right? Yeah, I was that guy. We'll see if he gets it as close this week. Let's see if any of you nail it in the comments section.